this was a really, really interesting thing that Microsoft just announced, and it's something that a lot of people were asking for specifically. So, a lot of us have been kind of interested in, getting this updated from Microsoft, and now here we are. We have this update from Microsoft, and it sounds incredible, to be honest with you. Finally, something that, I think a majority of us who own an Xbox were very interested in and very much wanted to see kind of become a reality, and now it's happened. So I think that's really cool. I want to get into this. I'm eager to hear what you guys think about it as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments below and things like that, because I'm always interested in the feedback and how the actual Xbox fans feel about these certain things or whatever the case may be. So yeah, hey, what's up everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. I do daily gaming content, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know. A simple like is all I require. But if you want to subscribe, hey, you can feel free to go ahead and do that. I try to be informative yet fun, which is something that, I don't think a lot of people do. But anyway, we're kind of in a digital age. Yeah, I like to collect the physical stuff, but I also have a lot of digital stuff. So on my Xbox Series X right now, I have almost 1,500 digital games installed. And that's not all of them, by the way. If I don't have enough storage to install everything, clearly, but this is going to help. So Xbox is adding support for larger external drives beyond the current limit of 16 terabytes. So you guys might think, oh, well, who cares about that or whatever, because you can't play the newer games off of it. But a lot of us have built up a substantial digital library on, Xbox One games or Xbox 360 games, and original Xbox games, whatever the case may be. Those can all be played off an external drive. So external hard drives over 16 terabytes in size will soon be supported by Xbox consoles, according to Microsoft. The addition of support for bigger external USB drives has been confirmed by the people of the Xbox Insiders as part of a system update rolling out now to public testers in the alpha skip-ahead ring. As ever, this new feature will slowly filter out to larger testing groups before its widespread public release over the next couple of weeks. And I quote, "We are enabling support for external USB drives larger than 16 terabyte, so you can be sure your favorite games are always ready to play. Newly formatted drives that are larger than 16 terabytes will be formatted with multiple partitions to utilize all available space for games and apps. These will appear as multiple devices in the storage lists." Interestingly enough, Microsoft does not list a new upper limit for storage devices, suggesting that with this partition technology in place, there's no upper limit anymore with how big a hard drive you can use. So I think that's really cool that they're actually going to be able to kind of be able to do that. And again, even if, like, for me, I have external, the proprietary ones for the Xbox Series X, and I oftentimes will pop that out, pop in or whatever, but at the same point in time, sometimes like the newer games have to be on either the internal or proprietary one that you can only get for Xbox Series X or S. And sometimes that can be a hassle to download, or your internet might be slow or whatever. So you can actually store newer games on the external drives and then just pop them over, and I think that's pretty much a faster way to do that. Sometimes depending on the game size, it could take a few minutes, but that's much quicker in my opinion than actually going out and downloading a game again. So I always like to just have the games there and ready. But anyway, according to this, drives greater than 16 terabyte that have already been formatted will be unaffected by the change and would need to be reformatted to take advantage of the support for larger drives. So yeah, that's really cool. That's a nice situation there to kind of see people be able to kind of get into what's going on here. And again, like I said, this is just something that is like a common sense thing. So I do think that is pretty cool to see that come out, and Microsoft obviously making some changes there that people can actually utilize. Like, this is probably the first bit of an update of something that we can actually use on an Xbox in a very long time, in my opinion. So, we'll see if that's going to continue to be the case or whatever. But like I said, I look at this and I think, hey, this is a really, really cool thing to be launching, and I'm excited by the future of all this stuff. Like I said, as people go more and more digital, for me personally, I love collecting the physical stuff. And a lot of times I'll end up with both the physical and a digital version. I'll get the digital version, right away or whatever, and then when I see the physical version on sale, I'll pick that up. But less things are getting digital releases now. So, even looking back to the Xbox One, there's thousands of games there. And, I do my best to kind of play the games that I want, and, having the option to be able to not have to uninstall everything. And I just like having the full library there. So, that's something that, I feel like probably a lot of people would be interested in as well. So, it's going to be cool to see, how people kind of utilize this. I'm excited to see it as well, at the end of the day. But, we'll see how that works out. Microsoft seems to have their kind of finger on the pulse a little bit here with what people are expecting with these updates. I want to see how this kind of leads into some other updates and things like that. I would love for them to, have even more offerings for the proprietary memory. So whatever the case may be, I hope that they don't do the same mistake with the next Xbox as they have with this one, which is where you have to buy expensive stuff like that. Because if you think about it, like, and I don't, usually like comparing the two or whatever, but when you compare the Xbox storage with the PS5 storage, you could just buy, certain things or whatever. You can get like 4 terabytes for half the cost of what you can get a 2 terabyte one on Xbox. So it's crazy to me that there's so much of a difference there, but it's not exactly entirely surprising, to say the least, but still like a cool thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of cool games and things like that, that you maybe would want to kind of install and things like that. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. It's an exciting time with all the updates and things. Microsoft has done a pretty good job of getting this stuff out there. I honestly hope that we see, more things like this that are just welcomed. You know what I mean? Like just cool things that a lot of fans have asked for over the years, and continue to make our experiences on Xbox that much better. And that's what I hope we continue to see, because that really, I think, makes things kind of worthwhile. And makes things fun for all involved. I just in my opinion anyway. Anything can change at any particular time, but being able to kind of store more games, and even if you could be a Game Pass user, right? And maybe you just want to have a bunch of Game Pass stuff. I think this is something that realistically can help you in that area as well. And it's crazy to see that this is kind of happening the way that it is right now. Like for me, I have a 2 terabyte external proprietary one, the one that Microsoft sells. I've got a couple of 8 gig or 8 terabyte externals. So, basically I was at the limit, and, I sometimes have to delete or shuffle things or whatever. Now, some stuff I don't mind deleting, like Madden from 3 years ago, like who cares about that? But, there's always going to be things that are going to be able to kind of go out there anyway. Looks like there's not going to be any hard limit. Once again, no restriction. So that's really cool that you're going to be able to do that. It's crazy, the way that they've kind of handled this. So I hope that they're able to kind of continue to do this and make these storage options easier for everybody involved. Like I said, just makes a lot of sense to kind of get people excited and able to use all the games that they've bought or all the games that they want to download off of Game Pass and things like that. So how do you guys feel about this, though? Of course, I'm going to link this in the description. You guys can check it out and let me know exactly what you think. It could be cool, could be something interesting there that you guys are interested in, and that would be pretty awesome, to say the least. I'm sure a lot of you are excited by what's to come. So yeah, thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. I hope you guys know that I definitely appreciate you, and I also hope that you guys like the channel, you know, and if there is some kind of critiques or whatever that you want to give me, feel free. You know, I get it. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best. I'm anything like that, but I'm certainly not the worst. And, you know, I try to do, you know, videos that keep you guys up to date and give my kind of opinions on the topics. So I think that's important too, you know, and it's just something I enjoy doing, you know, and think about, you know, when I'm at work and I'm like, hey, I can't wait to get home and do some videos, you know, and it's just part of the fun for me. So I'm glad that you guys seem to be enjoying the stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Rack 'em up. We'll catch you next time. Crap Gamer out.